Charity Babu USA.
Yes.
Karibu sana hapa Mutembei TV. Tungetaka utuelezee wewe ni nani, ulijuaje mambo ya okay, from where you are born in Kenya, vile ulienda US, everything. Jaribu utuelezee kwa kifupi.
Kwa majina naitwa Charity Nyokabi Kariuki. Lakini ningetaka mwenzangu niambie kama unataka niongee kwa lugha ya Kiswahili ama unataka niongee kwa lugha ya Kiingereza.
Yote, ongea kwa lugha yote.
It doesn't matter. So my name is Charity Nyokabi Kariuki. That's my dad, and my husband's name is Nganga, and I was born in Kenya. Actually, I was born in Kiambu. I grew up there. I went to high school there. And and then I had a business in Kenya, but now currently I'm based in the US. I live in the US with my family. I have a husband and 4 children, and I came here with a green card. So my friend called me to this show just to let people know, is the green card a real thing? Is it true that people can come to the US and with a green card and live with a family and live and have stable lives and up to becoming US citizens? So that is what I'm here to talk about. And I'm gonna take you through the journey up to how I came and I became a US citizen. I've been living here now for 7 years since I came here, and I am a nurse. I came and went to school and became a nurse. So we are gonna see how did I go about it, and what steps did I do, and what are you supposed to do, and what are you not supposed to do, and what are the chances that you can increase to get to the green card. So I'm gonna tell you about it, and if you do not understand, you can ask me a question in Swahili or in English. It does not matter. I can answer any. So when I was in Kenya, I used to live in Kayole Estate. So I'm just a regular person like anybody. And I had my hairdressing and beauty college. And then I had a friend of mine who used to be just next door. She used to have a cyber, and then she used to call me madam, and then she was like, madam, why don't you come and fill out the green card? But at that time, I didn't think about it because I didn't know much about the green card. I knew people went to the US because basically the people that I went to with high school had gone to the US, but they hadn't gone with the green card. And I did not know anybody who lived in the US. My husband didn't, and even in the family that I came from, there was nobody who had gone to the US. So that was very, very strange for me. So we went ahead and applied. And I remember she said that I can apply and put my husband's name and the kid's name. And then my husband can do the application and put his name and mine and the kids. So we applied and we forgot about it. Because, something that you have never done, you don't even put interest on it. So, and then in May, she came back. She was like, there's a paper that I gave you. I need you to give it to me so that we can check if you want the green card. Believe me, I had lost that paper. I couldn't find it. We looked for it everywhere, but we couldn't find it. So we had to go back online and start searching if we could find a way to retrieve that number. Because when you fill out the green card, you get a confirmation number, and that's very important. That's a very, very important paper that you should have. And especially for those people who want to be filled for the green card for someone else. If someone is filling for you your green card, please make sure that they print out the confirmation number for you, because it comes out immediately as soon as you submit your application. So we did not have that. So we had no way of knowing whether we had won the green card or not. But we found out a way online. And we entered. Actually, they asked you for your birth certificate and your email, your date of birth and your email address, and then the number came. So then we went to check. When we went to check, she checked my husband's first, but that one we had not won. And then when she checked mine, it had won. And how you know that you have won the green card? When you open the website, it tells you when you put the confirmation number. It's called actually the website is called the Entrance Status Check. That's where you go. You put the confirmation number. Of course, it's going to ask you your date of birth and then the confirmation number. If you have won the green card, it's going to tell you have been selected to process for the diversity visa. That's all that it tells you. And then the same page down there is going to tell you being selected is not a guarantee that you can get the visa to travel to the US. So they give you that caution because there are some things that you're supposed to do before even you get to that visa. So after you have been selected, now you have to wait because it gives you time, because being selected doesn't mean that they have already found your visa, because these visas are ranked in numbers. So you will wait. When you are filling out the application, you have to put the right email address that you have direct access to. Do not put an email address that belongs to someone that you will not have access to, even the cyber person. Do not put their email address, put the one that you have access to. And we are living in an age where we have smartphones. So make sure that that email address is open on your smartphone so that you can keep on seeing, because they're going to send you an email. They only communicate through an email to tell you what to do. But I need you to get me very clear that the Department of State is not going to send you a message to tell you that you have won the green card. That is why you have to maintain your confirmation number. That's the only way you will know. But after that, your email is your point of communication. So they will send you an email to tell you that how to process. Now, I remember we checked in May, but we got an email late January. So the email told us we had to go for our medical exam, and it had an interview date. And I remember our interview date was supposed to be in April 24th, and they had told us to call. We went to a place called IOM, because basically when they send you that email, they will tell you where to go. So you cannot go to any other place. You have to go specifically to where they want you to go. So, another thing that I want to clarify, when we applied our green card, we didn't require a passport to apply for a green card, but things have changed. That was 7 years ago. We are going to do the DV 2023 application. You must have your passport. Very, very important. Make sure that you have your passport. If you don't have your Kenyan passport, you're not going to qualify to do the application. Another thing that you require to have is your photo. Make sure that you have the right one. And I'm going to talk about the photo here in a little bit. So we didn't have a passport at that time because you see, like not knowing how to go about it and just waiting. So when the email came in January, we had like to rush to get our passports because everybody needed to have a passport at that time. Me, my husband, and we had two children. Everybody needed to have a passport. So it was just a short time that we had. And by the time we were going for the medical, they needed us to have everything. So the good thing is that we were able to have our passport, our birth certificate, actually even our KCSE certificate, because when you apply for the green card, they will ask about if you went to school. And if you didn't go to high school, it's okay. You can put a 2 years minimum work experience. But here in the US, according to how I have seen it, you have to produce paperwork. It is not something that you're going to say with word of mouth and then they believe you. No, you have to have supporting documentation to show that you have been doing that specific kind of work. And that's what we did. We had everything. But when we went to IOM for our medicals, and we showed us everything that we had, they told us that our passport photos were wrong. They were not right at all, because they require you to have a photo that has a white background, that is a 2x2, that is taken, the best camera to take with that is a digital camera. So that the person who was checking, that officer told us, you guys have to go, he told us to go to Village Market. That's where we got our passports done, and then we came back for the medical. Now, in your email, when you're going to the medical, they will tell you the money that you're going to pay for your medical. It is not free. Now, in the medical exam, of course, you have to go with your record of vaccinations. And if you have kids' vaccinations, make sure that you carry those, because they will require those to see what you have had so that they can know what are they going to add. They have to know all that. Now, another thing that I'm going to talk about, they will also do other physical exams that physically, like what they do, like medically. I don't like talking so much about that because when you become a nurse, I came here and I'm now, I practice as a nurse. I went to school and I am a nurse. You don't, medical information is protected information. Actually, you're not supposed to talk about people's medical information. So, but basically vaccines have to be there, and what you go, the doctor will tell you what else to do. And of course, they'll do some blood tests. Another thing that I'm going to talk about is the X-ray, because is the TB. You know, when kids are born in Kenya, there's that BCG that is done here on the hand. Now that one, when you go there, they will do something called a TB skin test. And that one is widely done even here in the US. When you apply for a job, you have to have a TB skin test. Now, I remember, and I'm going to talk about mine. When they did mine, it turned positive. And so they had to do an X-ray. And sometimes it's going to turn positive, especially if you had that little one that was done when you were a kid. It reacts with it. So when mine turned positive, and my sons too, I remember mine and my sons turned positive, they had to do X-rays. So they did X-rays, and we had to pay more money. So we hadn't planned that we were going to pay more, but now this time we were forced to pay more money so that they could do X-rays. Now they did our X-rays, and then they didn't give us anything. They told us, your interview is going to be on Tuesday next week, so we will make sure that your results are in the embassy at that time. So we went back home. And then the day of the interview came. I remember we were there at 5 a.m. in the morning. We were just waiting for like everything, you know what I mean? So we went, and then they opened, and then we got in. But then when we went to the consular is the person who is going to interview you about your, and there's something that I forgot. Let me go back just a little bit. Before you go to the medical, there's one email that they will send you, and you have to fill out a form called a DS-260. That's very important. I have to go back just a little bit, my friend, so that I can talk about that DS-260. Because that DS-260 is where people mess up, and they have the green card and they are not given back. Now, before we went to our medical exam, I remember they sent us an email and we had to fill a form called a DS-260. Now, that DS-260 talks about you, your husband, your children, if you had any. Now, let's say, for example, you're married and you had filled your green card as single, because they'll give you options there. Are you single? Are you married? Are you divorced? Now, and then when you win green card and you had filled out that you're single, you want to add your wife and your kids. Now, if you do that in the DS-260, you are not going to be given an American visa. They will not give you, because they will say that you're not being truthful. So I'm talking about this because I've seen people do that. You see, the wife has applied by herself, or the husband has applied by himself, and they want to add the family. Now, that's very wrong. If you want to fill out the green card, make sure that you include everybody who is in your family. If you're married, you're married. If you're not married, you're not married. If you're divorced, you're divorced, and you have to legally show that you're divorced. You see what I mean? So, so the DS-260, we filled out, we talked about our occupations, the job that we were doing, we talked about our education and everything, and we talked about our children. Now, another thing, if you fill out the green card with you and your wife, and you have not named the kids, and you want to add them in the DS-260, they will deny you the visa. They are not going to give you the visa. So that's a very, very important point. And maybe someone will ask me a question about that, and I'm going to answer about it. So before we went to the medical, we had to fill out the DS-260. Now, when we went to the embassy, we found the consular. I was talking about the consular is that person who is going to interview you and give you the visa if they want to give you, or they don't want to give you the visa. It depends, because it's not a guarantee that you will get the visa to come to the US. You have to do what they want you to do, and you have to be very truthful. Now, when we went, I remember they called us around 7, and first of all, you have to pay. The visa is not free. You have to pay. At that time, and it was 7 years ago, we paid 30,000 Kenya shillings each. So the 4 of us paid 120. And then we went at the next slot, we went and gave them our documents. There's someone who verifies your documents, and they have to be originals. They cannot be photocopies. And what we gave them was, I gave them my KCSE certificate and my husband's, and we gave them a marriage certificate. That was very important. We give them our passports and we give them the birth certificates for our children. And they have to verify that those are the original documents. And they have their own ways of verifying. Another thing that they asked us was the police clearance form, your good conduct that you go and get from the CID offices. Now, about the good conduct, you have to be of very good morals, because you are not going to get a clear good conduct from the CID if you are not a very good person. So we have to make sure that we are living in an upright life, so that if we need such documentation from the government, then we get clearance from them, because you have to be cleared by the government before you are admitted to the US. Okay, now, and I'm going to talk about that because I want to talk about social media, because social media is a very, very major platform. We are seeing things happening here when we are in the US. You can talk to someone in the US like you're with them. Now, be aware of what you're posting on social media. Just be very aware, because they look at what you have been posting. If you have been posting things that are not appropriate, they look, and that could be a grounds for them denying you the visa. So very, very important. And even when you're going for the police clearance form, they will look at that. They want to know what kind of person that they're giving the police clearance form. So very, very important. You have to take that to the American embassy. And then after you give them the documentation, they are not going to give you the visa that time. They will send you out so that they can verify your documents, if they are true, if they are correct. And then they called us. When they called us, so by that time, my son was 10 years old, and my little one was only 4. Now, those little kids, they are not interviewed. They do not interview minors. What they do, if your child was over 18 years old, an adult, because you're termed as an adult when you're 18, you can be interviewed. So it was only me and my husband. So when we went there, they only asked us our names. We didn't have much to be asked. I don't know, that lady never asked us so many things, our names. And they asked us if those were our kids, and they asked us if we had been married to other people. And that was it. We said no, and that was it. And that lady said, now I have given you the visa to travel to the US. And oh my gosh, that moment, I will never forget that moment, because we were so, so happy. So they gave us the visa. Now, I think I'm going to keep going back and forth. Now, there's another thing that's important. When you win the green card, you must have a host to host you in the US. You cannot travel to the US without a host, because in the US, you have to be shown even to where to go to the store, even in the house. You don't know so much in the house, because even the doors, they open differently. Even the cars, the doors open differently. Even the driving is differently. So you need someone to guide you. And they have another requirement that they say that they don't want you to be a public charge. So they will require you to have a host. And I remember our host, when we had our visa, he refused to host us. He said, no, I'm not going to host you because I don't have a place to keep you. But eventually we found a host, because I know there are some people who have been asking, what if I don't know anybody in the US? Now, when we won the green card, we didn't know anybody in the US. We did not know anybody, no relatives, no nothing. But you have to, if you know someone who knows someone in the US, they will be very, very accommodative. Because when you have a green card, when you come here, it's easy. You go, you get your social, you get your permanent resident card, and you're good to go. You get a job immediately. Actually, when you come here with a green card, you're called a permanent resident. You are just living here like a citizen. The only thing you cannot do is vote. That's the only thing that you cannot do. Otherwise, you are allowed to do the other things. Now, we had that hurdle of the host, but eventually, I remember my husband, he talked to someone, and then we were connected to this guy that we didn't even know him. And he hosted us here in the US. He was a stranger, and he turned out to be like the best person that we met. Actually, sometimes I think the people we don't know, they turn out to be good. And he hosted us for 3 months. Now, when you have been given your visa, if you are having a job, if you are having a business, that is when you sell it. Now, if you win the green card, when you read that statement that says you have been selected, please do not sell your stuff. Don't sell anything. Don't resign from your job. Just go on with your life as usual until you get the visa. Because you have to follow their guidelines until the consular gives you the green. It's a green paper that they normally give you, so that you can travel. Then don't sell anything, because I know there are some people who just win and they sell everything. Don't do that, because you don't know if they're going to give you a visa. And even when they give you the visa, they still have a documentation that tells you it is not a guarantee that you will be admitted to the US. So you still have another hurdle to jump before you come to the US. Okay. So we got our host, and then we came to the US. But I remember when they sent us the visas, because they will not give you your visas immediately after the interview. They will tell you to go home, but you have told them where to send your stuff, your passport. Now, we had given a post office. Nowadays, there is DHL. So you can give them a specific place with DHL and they can send you it there. Now, the visa comes with an envelope. Everybody has an envelope that is covered, and it has a writing there, told you not open. It tells you not to open that envelope. Now, please, do not be curious and open that envelope, because that is immigration stuff. So make sure that that envelope and your passport, keep them in a safe place until the day of travel, because you will need those things. And you have to make sure that you have everything in order. Another thing, if you happened to have an X-ray when you went for your medicals, please make sure that your X-rays, you hand carry them. You know that little bag where you will put those envelopes, where you have your passport? Put your X-rays in there. They will put them in a CD. You know, a CD, like the CD that we put for music? That's where they put your X-rays. Make sure that you hand carry them. Because when mine was done after I had turned red, it turned negative, and they told me why it had reacted. So when you go to the immigration, they will tell you, they will ask you, where are you going? So you'll let them know where you're going, and then they will tell you this will be your port of entry. Our port of entry was in Chicago. Now, when you go there, actually, when you're going to the US, you find that the US citizens, they have a place that they go through. The permanent residents and the other people, they have a place that they go through. So that's where we went. So the first thing that we gave the immigrant person at the border, that at the port of entry, was our passports and the envelope. And we gave them the CDs. Now, they will not just tell you that because you have given us, you just come in. No, you have to wait. They will look, I think they look at those documents, the ones that you have not opened. So don't be curious to open those ones. And then we stayed for like 30 minutes. And then after that is when that guy opened the door and he told us, welcome to America. Oh my goodness, we were so happy. We were very, very happy. We were very, very happy at that time. So that's just an overview of like from the green card to up to the time that we came to the US. And like I said, when you come to the US with a green card, it's easy. It's very easy. Oh my gosh, it's so easy. And like this year, we still don't know the date of the green card. I know like people are eager to apply. We still don't know the day. We are looking at. I'm still looking at that website. I normally like to read. The website is called travel.state.gov. And if you want to know more, go to that website. There is so much for you to read, because if I had someone to tell me about it before I came to the US, I would have gone there and I would have read the information, but I didn't. And that is why I am here to tell you that the green card is true, and to tell you where to get information, because we are used to going to, and you know, I'm just a typical Kenyan. I'm used to hearsay. So instead of hearsay, go to that website, travel.state.gov. It's an open website for everybody. You can go and read information about the green card. They still have not announced anything about the DV 2023. And why I am saying it's DV 2023 and we are in 2021 is because the government year ends in September 30th. That's when the government year 2021 is going to end. So October 1st is going to be 2022 for the government year. So the people who will apply the green card in October, or the time that they are going to announce, is going to be, they are going to win their green card in 2023. So that is why it's going to be called the 2023 diversity visa. And make sure that you have your passport for the main applicant. Who is the main applicant? The main applicant is that first person whose name is going to appear on the form. The first name, you must have a passport. So don't worry about the second applicant. The first applicant must have a passport. Another thing, do not submit multiple submissions. You know, like the lottery of money, whereby the more you play, the more you win money. Now, the green card lottery is not like that. You just submit one application only, and that's it. Now, you can increase your chances. Like I said, I applied and my husband applied. If you are married, you can apply as a main applicant. No, like the wife can apply, put the husband and the kids, and the husband can apply and put the wife and the kids. That's it, because those are different people. And make sure that every applicant has a passport. So that's very, very, very important to know. Yeah. So then another thing that I want to talk about is, you know, in Kenya, they have legalized men have many wives, right? So if you are someone who is having many wives in the US, in Kenya, I'm so much used to the US, so I just say US. So in Kenya, and you have many wives, you have to choose the wife that you will put on your application. Just one. You can't say that you have many wives, because the American system does not recognize polygamy. It's only monogamy. You one wife, and make sure that you're legally married. But it's okay even if you're married traditionally. We were married traditionally for a long time. When we won the green card, what we did is that we went and legalized our marriage, and we didn't even do a wedding. So if you win the green card, do not even have that stress like you're gonna do a big wedding. Actually, what we did, we went to the priest, we talked to them, and our marriage was legalized during second mass, and that was it. We got our marriage certificate, and we were good to go. It has to be a legal document for you to take to the US Embassy. So we still have our ways, because we cannot say that we are not going to get married traditionally, but you can still, because there is evidence. When you have been married, there is evidence. There is your kids. There is, you know, you can produce something if you have been married to someone. So that's what we did. We got our marriage certificate later, after we had won the green card. So it's still okay to do that. So very, very, very important. And make sure you have your passport when you're applying the DV lottery. Yeah, so that was my journey, Mutembei TV. That was my journey to come to the US.
Okay, asante sana. Kuna so many questions, so nitakuwa na click hapo, then unasoma unajibu.
Okay. So what is the window to apply for the green card? Now, like I said, the 2023 DV lottery has not been announced. Normally, in the normal way, in the normal time, like before COVID, the DV lottery was being announced from the 15th to the 20th of September. We already knew the date, and then the applications started in early October. But right now, we do not have the date. But as soon as they announce the DV 2023, we will let you know. But it's normally early October until early November, and then it closes. And I would advise you to, if you are doing the application, please make sure that you do in the beginning. Do not wait last minute. Don't wait last minute. So hello, I have been helping people to go to the States. However is willing, I'm ready to help. So that is Cliff Marita. Thank you for watching us. He is saying that he's been helping people to come to the States. And then Nelson Ondieki, interested. Now, what is required for somebody to win the green card? Now, what is required is for you to have a Kenyan passport, and you have to have the right photos for you to be able to do the application. So very, very important for you to have a passport. And then Amos Misoi, what is the procedure on how to apply? Now, the procedure on how to apply is very easy. When you have your passport and you have your photo, when that website opens, because it's going to open for people to apply for the green card, it is self-explanatory. It is very much self-explanatory. The only thing that you need to put in there is your name, your date of birth is very important. They will ask you about your marital status. They will ask about your education, and they will ask about your children. It is detailed, very, very much detailed, and you will see how to do it. Okay, Stella Miranda, that's a good friend of mine. Welcome. Hi, Charity Nganga and Mutembei. So welcome to the show, Stella Miranda. That's a friend of mine. Cliff Marita, passport photo and traveling document. Passport. Yeah, you must have a passport. Nyangari Mike, thank you for watching us. What about if you have a wife but not having a marriage certificate? Like I said, I did not have it. We did not have a marriage certificate. We had gotten married traditionally, and after we won the green card is when we went and legalized our marriage. Okay, it doesn't mean that you're not married. You just need that. Okay. Coach Amos Kipyator, all this time of the interview, were you accommodated ama ulikuwa unajisort? I don't understand what the interview, but with the interview we did it here in Kenya, so we did not need to be hosted by anybody. We were hosted when we went to the US. Now, Mola Council is asking, hello Charity, I would like to inquire if I can use my current passport which is due for replacement at the end of the year to apply green card. I've applied, but appointment is in January. Now, they have a requirement. If you're using a passport that is current, but it will expire, if you apply for another one, you will have to show supporting documentation why you change your passport. So when you change your passport, if it expires at that time, because you might not be able to replace it when it's not expired, you must have supporting documentation. All they need is supporting documentation for that passport, and you'll be good to go. Okay, Nyar Onjuki, thank you for watching us. How can I successfully apply for a green card? Did you apply alone or someone else helped with the application? Please reply. Now, the DV lottery, the DV lottery, you are encouraged to apply by yourself because it is self-explanatory. But on my side, like I said in the beginning, I did not apply for myself because I never knew the idea. A friend of mine helped me to do it. But I've read the website, travel.state.gov, and it's very easy for you to do the application. You just need to know where to go. And that's what I talk about in my channel. And then kindly request for scholarship. I have a son who is doing good in sports. Now we have people who apply when they are doing sports. And what you need to do, you need to look at the category. There's a website called o.net whereby you look at the different things that people do, even sports or whatever. And then for you to apply, you have to have an I-20 that was sent from a college here in the US. They sent you the I-20, and then when they send you the I-20, then you can go to the embassy with the I-20, and then you can apply for the visa. So Lamak member, thank you for watching us. Mutembe, good work, bro. So thank you for that compliment. So Nyar Onjuki, pardon. The website, please. The website is travel.state.gov. It must have a GOV at the end because it's a government website, and that information is free. You can read it. Coral Cliff, Charity, uko sure hakuna connection hii vitu? Apana. No, there is no connection, my friend. I didn't like I'm telling you, I didn't know anybody and I got it. I used to live in Kayole Estate, so I'm just a regular person. So anybody can read this. There's no connection. Once Coach Amos Kipyator, once the announcement is done and hopefully I get through a passport, please host me, Mama. We'll talk about that when you win the green card. So I'm still gonna be here, so we'll talk about that. Now, Kemal Kaptilak, talk about the right photo. Now, when you go to the website, travel.state.gov, you click photo requirements. They require a photo that is a 2x2. They also require a photo that you take that you do not have glasses on. They require a photo that you take on a white background. Do not have, you see, like my background here, there is a flower. Don't do something like that. It has to be a very clear. Another thing, do not put on hearing aids when you are not earphones. You know earphones, the ones that for music. Do not put those ones on when you're taking the photo. And another thing, make sure that your photo doesn't have a shadow. When you take it, it doesn't have a shadow on the side. So those are some of the requirements that they need for the photo. And if you go to travel.state.gov, there's more information about that. How much money? Just to quote, please. Now, I'm gonna tell you about us. Now, from the time that we got the application, so from the time we were selected, from the passport, when we started getting the passports, up to the time that we went to the US, it took us, because we were just doing a rough overview, it took us from 800,000 to 1 million Kenya shillings. But we had a family. We had a family, and even if you have a little baby who is 2 years old, you have to pay the plane ticket the same as an adult. So that's why our figure was very high. Now, Jadoho Achiel, what if I never attended school? Now, if you didn't attend school, they require you to have minimum work experience for 2 years. If you show them that you have minimum work experience for 2 years, and I said there's that website that talks about work experience, or .net, you will go there and you will know about it. I mean, how much money to have to go to the USA? Like I said, our budget at that time when we got the green card, it was from 800 to 1 million Kenya shillings, but we were a family. We were not an individual. Hello, how can I get a green card? Now, the DV website 2023 has not yet been announced, and as soon as it's announced, I'll let you know when they do that. Amina Debo, I'm optimistic. I will win. God willing. Host me, my sister. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that when you win the green card. Maluda Hasma, when are those chances of a green card given out? Now, it's only the program only runs at the beginning of October and it ends early November, and you are encouraged to fill out as early as possible. So very, very important. Felix Kibet, I think your prayer lifted you. Yeah, and some effort, you know what I mean? Yeah. And just, just for me to be here to tell people about it. Okay. Franklin Geno, when filling the forms, and I have a family without marriage certificate, how do I fill the part of marriage document since you cannot leave it blank? Fill marriage. We feel married because we were married traditionally. They know that we have traditional marriage, and then legalize your marriage when you win, and then you take that marriage certificate to the embassy. Let me see if I have another question. Charles Obongo from Kisii, Riamo Kobe, Omonto Omorito. Charles Nyambane Obongo, niko ndani, niko Mombasa. So thank you for watching us. Amina Debo, thanks for the useful information. God bless. Thank you for watching us. Gladon Mwangi, can one keep applying year after year? Yes, you can apply as many times as you want. It's okay for you to apply. Ruben Karaoke, I do not believe this thing called green card. I have been applying every year, but no fruit. Now I am the testimony. I won the green card. I've been here for the 7 years, and now I'm a US citizen. So it is true. Keep on trying. Do not lose hope. Keep on trying. Ruben Karaoke. Tile, wow, interesting. Thank you for that compliment. Cecily Jasmine Charity, you have a good heart. God bless you, Sana. Thank you for that compliment. Let me see if there's another one. Mohammed Hassan Ali, what makes Indians more popular in selecting? Now, when you look at this country in the US, now this country, the indigenous people are Indians. They are the indigenous people, but I cannot say that the Indians win because the green card lottery is selected by the computer. Okay, so Tile, do they provide everything at arrival? No, they do not. You have to fend for yourself. That is why when you come here, you'll be given your ID and you will go get a job and you'll start running your life. So they don't give anything for free. They are not free stuff here. Muslim Aliro, what are the requirements for the green card? Like I said, it's a passport, and then you have to have a passport photo with the right requirement. Let me see. On Cherry Francis, age limit in green card 18 years is the best because you get your passport when you're 18 and you get an ID when you're 18. So Nyams Sauce, I have helped so many people and got a green card, but Mimi Sipati, pray for me, Piani Pati. Yes, we are going to pray for you to get a green card. So thank you for those questions. And Mamake Maxwell, what if you have kids and not married? What will I feel? You will feel as single. You are single if you have not been married. Now, Mamake Maxwell, what if you have kids and not married? I think I read that question. Rafael Minera, great work, madam. Be blessed. Thank you for that compliment, and thank you for watching us. Fancy Nyarisuga Jabar, excellent info. Kindly, you require bank statement or financial. Kindly, do you require bank statements or financial proof? No, you don't require that. The green card is a little bit different. You don't require that. What you require is what you fill out in your DS-260 has to be truthful when you're going there. Now, Edna Simmons, great information, my dear. Be blessed. Tell them many people got it. My friend too got it, and she's here. I'm here too, but through another way. So thank you. You see, that's another person who is here in the US, and they said that they got the green card. Now, Ruben Karaoke, I heard that Tanzania have more advantage of being selected than Kenya's. Can kindly explain? Like I said, the green card application is selected by a computer. So you cannot say that it's Tanzania or whatever, and they normally allocate the visa. That's why I'm saying you go for the interview when your visa is available. It is computer. It's the computer that selects. It's not a person. Now, Wesley West, thank you so much for the information. I'm watching you live on Doha, Qatar. Thank you for watching us. Kevin Chakach, is there any application fee? No, it's free. The application fee is free. Of course, when you go to someone's cyber, you will pay them to use their internet. Okay. Mamake Maxwell, which type of passport? Please repeat the website, travel.state.gov. It's your Kenyan passport that you need. Your Kenyan passport, and that little photo passport that you need, they have requirements on the website. So I don't see any other questions.
So, ano, maswali ni mingi sana.
Yeah.
Mimi ndio nataka kuuliza wale wakuja huko, maybe the education level ni form 4. Kazi watapataje, ama lazima waende shule?
Si lazima uende shule. Actually, I'll give you my example, right? So mimi nilifika form 4, although nilikuwa nafanya biashara. Lakini ukija hapa kama umefika form 4, kuna jobs mingi sana unaweza fanya. Unaweza enda ukafanya kwa hotel, unaweza enda ukafanya kwa supermarket, unaweza enda ukafanya kwa factory, na tena unaweza enda course inaitwa ya healthcare, inaitwa CNA, whereby utaenda mwezi mmoja alafu utaandikwa kazi ya kuchunga wale wazee, kwa sababu hizo kazi ni mingi sana. Unapata Wakenya wengi wakija hapa, hiyo ndio kazi wanafanya, cause normally what happens, they pay more na kuna overtime mingi. So we ukija hapa, hata kama umefika form 4, jobs are many. Kazi zimejaa hapa US, hakuna watu wa kufanya kazi hapa. Yeah.
Okay, tuendelee na maswali.
So, can I share your number for more? Can you share your number for more details, Mama? Now, when you go to Charities Bubble USA, that is my YouTube channel, you will find me there. And just subscribe and then make a comment. I will send you a link for a WhatsApp group. We have a WhatsApp group where we interact, and you will see my number there.
By the way, Charity, I forgot to introduce that you have a YouTube channel. Guys, your channel unaonekana hapo chini, YouTube channel Charities Bubble USA. So hiyo ni channel yake. You can go to YouTube channel, you just type that name, Charities Bubble USA. Utaipata hapo kwa YouTube. She has a lot of information, rich information by the way. Na nataka mkimbie huko. Guys, run there. In green card tunaijaza next year, next month. It's
gonna be next month, lakini watatuambia date. They will let us know the date, yeah. The way.
So date bando ijajulikana, but in next month. So yeah, guys, as now watu wachukue passport.
Yeah.
Ile passport ya kitambo inatumika?
Ile passport yako wanataka ikue current. Wanataka ile passport iko current, yani haina expiry date, haija expire.
Yes, unajua zile za kitambo ni kuwa hazina expiry date yao iko mbali, but then government will introduce another electronic passport.
As long as it's current, you can use that one. If you want to change it to the electronic one, it's okay, but their requirement is a current passport. The current valid date, yeah.
Okay. So guys, mnakimbia hapo kwa YouTube channel yake, subscribe there, get the real information, get the right information at the right time. Akiweka video hivyo kwa hapo kwa kwanza umewatch. She has a good information about green card. Kama unataka kulearn these things, kimbia hapo. And as I always tell you, mimi kazi yangu hufanya siasa, but politics for me is for business. So inawafanyia hapa ni ya kuwasaidia. I want people to change their lives. Mnaona vile politicians wanawapromise so many jobs na hakuna jobs zimepromiswa for the last 10 years, hakuna jobs nini. So jipangeni mwende huko, mtasaidia watu nyumbani, na mkitaka kurudi mnaweza rudi baadaye kama mmetengeza pesa. But meanwhile tuendelee na maswali.
Okay, Monica Odera, limit age for kids when applying. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The kids do not have an age limit. I said the age limit for green card application is 18 years old. Or yeah. So Budabos Ulemkali, kindly repeat the website, please. Travel.state.gov. Travel.state.gov is the website. Nyar Onjuki, is the old passport still working? Ile ya kitambo, yeah. They want a current passport, so that can work. If you want to change it after you do the application, then you can. Lennox Ogenda, this is amazing, Mutembei. I'm a passionate medic and hope you can host me for some discussions. Yeah. So that one needs to
huyo Lennox mwambie anaweza ingia kwa my inbox, ingia hapo niambie when you want me to host you.
Yeah, so he says that you can go to his inbox and you can communicate the time that you like him to host you. Edina Simmons, kazi ni mob. Mpike kwanza, ukitoka nje, you see we are hiring. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Yeah. So Philip Gatembe, I got partial scholarship to study in the US. I have my Kenyan passport with me, but ongoing for a visa and flight is where I'm really struck. I need prayers and any aid that will be offered to help on me how to go about. Please, thanks in advance. Now, when you are going for a scholarship visa or a student visa, I know that there is a form that you filled. So whatever that you wrote in that form is what they are going to ask you. They don't beat around the bush. Whatever you wrote, that is your test. You are writing your test for yourself. So make sure that you know what you wrote there. And when you are talking to the consular, here in America, you have to look at them, give them direct contact. The way we are born, we look at our superiors when we are bending. We don't make eye contact. Now, Americans want you to make eye contact. So when you're going to your consular, the first thing that you do when you go there, do not be scared. Just if it's a lady, you can tell them good morning, ma'am, or good morning, madam, whatever you prefer, or good morning, sir, and you make eye contact. And when they are asking you a question, do not hesitate. Just say straightforward. They want to see that confidence and they want to see what you wrote in that paper that you filled. You are able to answer that. Kevin Chakach, rudia tena website ni travel.state.gov. That is the website.
Ebu waambie naona so many questions about ni kama kizungu yako ilichange watu hawakusikia vizuri.
Ile website inaitwa travel.state.gov. Can I spell? Let me spell.
Travel.state.gov.
Yes.
I'm very sure wamesikia njoo mimi kizungu yangu ni kama Kimeru.
Lakini uko sawa. Uko sawa. Okay, Ruben Karaoke. But nilisikia if you have a relative in US, it's very simple for you to win a green card. Is it true? No, it's not true. Mi sikuwa na relative, hata sikuwa najua anybody hapa US. Travel.state.com, no, .gov. Gov.
Yes, nyar kwa hiyo umeandika travel.state hapo kwa .com ndio umekosea, ni .gov.
Ni GOV. Yeah. Thank you for that question. Dennis Ouma, I can do any job. Yes, you can do any job. Yeah, you can do any job. Even cleaning, even collecting trash, even anything, you can do it. As long as, here in America, any job is recognized. Hata yule mtu anaosha choo, hata yule mtu ana collect takataka, kila mtu, everybody has a spot. So everybody is recognized.
Can we say good.
That's the website, travel.state.gov. Hapo kuna information yote ya kukuja hapa US, depending on the way that you want to come. Hapo utasoma, utapata. It's a very large website that you can read about. Can you please pin the website? Yeah, he just typed the website there on the show. Okay, Django Boy. Is this year green card application started? Not yet. They have not. Hawaja announce time ya nini ya ile tutaanza, but as soon as it's announced, we'll let you know. So Riziki Ratema, what if your academic documents were stolen? What is going to happen? Hazina NEC certificates. I believe if you go to Mtihani House, you pay some amount. I don't know how much is it you pay, and they give you an original, because that's the only place that you can get the original. Edna Simmons, website travel.state.gov. Thank you for that. Thank you for that information there. So that's the website that she wrote about that we go to. Let me see if you have another question there. John Megwe, what about the age? Like I said, 18 years is the best time to go and apply, because when you have an ID when you are 18, you have a passport when you're 18. Now, I'm saying about this because someone will say, what about the kids? What about the kids? Like the kids, they have guardians. So if I want a passport for my child, then I am the guardian. So it's not going to be a problem, but you have to be 18. Because if you haven't finished high school, then you will need to give 2 years minimum work experience, and maybe you don't have that. So that's very important. So I've talked about the age. So Nyari Onjuki, good bro, seen it now. So thank you for that compliment. Thank you.
Mbona ni nani anaita bro? Ni mimi ama wewe?
Ni wewe.
Anani bro kwa nini nasimjui? Najua hii ni tabia mbaya sana.
I know.
Ladies wanaita potential husbands bro.
Yeah, that's crazy, yeah. But you know, and that's why I talked about social media. Nikasema pale watu wanaeka vitu pale kwa social media, and they don't even understand that those things can irritate people. But anyway, so Ruben Karaoke, next year anashinda hii green card. In Jesus' name, nitakuja huko. Yes, you will come here in the US. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Yeah. Okay, Frank Bauer, I'm a qualified nurse. What's the simplest way to go abroad? Now, if you are a qualified nurse, there is you can do the exam there. You can go to the website. We have the board, the nursing board. If you want to challenge the board exam, you can challenge the board exam. Do the exam. If you pass that exam, then you can apply for a visa. After you have passed your test. So that when you pass your test, that means that you can be licensed to work in the US, because you have to have a license to work in the US. So that board exam, go challenge that board exam and then apply for a visa, and then you can get that. Philip Gatembe, Django boy, really bro, why hesitation? I have the admission letter. I don't understand what admission letter that is. Okay, Kennedy Baba Wesley, for one to win the green card, what is the procedure? Like I said, they will open the website. We don't know when, but they will announce. And then you need a passport and your little passport photo. Nyar Onjuki, maximum age limit is 18 years old for you to apply the green card.
Hiyo ni maximum ama ni minimum?
Anasema maximum. Oh, sorry. So maximum age limit, it doesn't have a maximum age limit. You know, if you want
tunaweza enda huko hata sisi wenye tuko 60 years.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yeah, you can. Okay. How can Wesley West is asking, how can me get a job in the US? Now, for you can get a job in the US, but the hurdle is the embassy, because the embassy will want to know why you are coming here.
But so, I think huyo kwanza anafaa ajifunze Kizungu, hakuna kitu how can me. Ni how can
how can me? Yeah, how can I get in the US? The hurdle is just the US embassy. That's the hurdle. What if I didn't manage to go to high school? I said, if you didn't manage to go to high school, Sarah Kerima, they need you to have 2 years minimum work experience. Very, very important. If you have that, then you'll be good to go. Something else that I want to talk about, my friend here, about work. Now, when you come here to the US and you come as a visitor and you don't have the right documentation, you are not going to be hired a good job. You can work, lakini unaweza fanya kazi chini ya maji. Lakini pale unafanya kazi chini ya maji, unapata wale watu unafanya chini ya maji wanakuexploit vibaya sana. Na hata huyo mtu akasema ati hata kulipa hakuna mahali unaweza enda kwa sababu you are not allowed to work. So me we encourage mtu, if you are coming here, if you come with a green card is okay. Ukija hapa kama student, watakupatia kazi kwa ile university unafanya kazi. So ni very very important kwa sababu saa zingine unapata watu wanakuja hapa alafu wanakuwa frustrated, mtu apati kazi ama anything kama hauna makaratasi, the right documentation zinaitwa makaratasi, utapata kazi lakini hautapata kazi iko na benefit kwa sababu ule mtu anakupatia kazi atakuexploit. That is the first thing. Alafu sisi tukifanya kazi hapa we are taxed, we have to pay taxes to the government, and of course kuna ile pesa nyingine inaitwa social security, ile utapata kama umekuwa mzee, so you will not have all that. So na ndio unapata watu wengine zingine unaweza kuja ukwe very very frustrated kwa sababu ule mtu alikuita hapa alikuwa amepromise vitu mingi lakini huyo mtu ana a way ya kukutafutia kazi kwa sababu the first thing unaenda kuulizwa ni makaratasi. Hata kwenda hospitali watakuuliza ID na watakuuliza about your insurance. So ni vizuri mi encourage kama unataka ukuje US, the best way to come here is when you have the right documentation. It doesn't matter hata kama ulikuja na work permit ama whatever, lakini kuwa na kile cheti ndio upate kazi hapa Marekani. Yeah, so that's very important.
So on this question ya kama mtu hakufanya high school, umesema job experience ya 2 years iko hapo kwa hiyo green card?
Yeah, iko. Sasa utasema let's assume maybe ulifika primary school, right? Kwa sababu ukifeel ile masomo inakuuliza ni kutoka kama primary, that is the lowest level, primary school. So hata kama ulifika primary school, ulienda primary school maybe ukafika class 6 na ukufanya whatever, ukufanya test, there is that slot for primary. Kama ni secondary, kuna some secondary school kwa sababu maybe kuna yule mtu alisoma akafika form 2 na akupata ile cheti ya form 4. So wako na hizo classifications ya mahali. So if they say some secondary school, that means una certificate. Lakini wakisema secondary school diploma, pale ni kusema uko na ile cheti. So wale watu hawana ile, they do not have that paper, then those people are the ones that are required to have the minimum work experience. So that's very 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 important. Yeah, very very important. So that's very very important. Hello?
Nakusikia unapigiwa simu?
Kuna mtu ananipigia simu pale.
Okay, continue with the questions.
Yeah, so John Megwe, thank you very much. That one is just thanking us for that. So, okay, I'm a qualified teacher, primary teacher. How can I come to the USA? Now, there's another. So I talked about nursing, and I said that nursing, you can do the exam and challenge the board. Now, that's, nursing, healthcare is like, it's whatever. Now, when you're a teacher, the people who come here as teachers, you can come here to the USA through a green card or through any other way. You have to go back to school and do something. Because the education system is a little bit different here. It's very, very different. So most teachers who have come here, because I've seen many teachers who have come here, they have come here and what they have done is that they have gone back to school. Either they have specialized in being a teacher or they have specialized in something else. So that's a little bit different. Yeah, it's a little bit different. Okay, Peter Nganga. What if your child is beyond 18 years and you are the guardian? Can you apply for them? No, the kids below 21 years you can apply for them, but after 21 years you cannot apply for them. So the age limit for kids is 21 years. Charity Mutembei, cheers! I'm coming. Hii kitu nitapata around here. Yes, that's a good thing. Yeah, you can get your green card. So Django Boy, Philip Getembe have gone to the embassy office. I don't know. So hello, madam. When one has already been selected or one green card, do they host you? Do they pay for your flight? Amma, please guide me through. No, they don't host you. You look for your own host. You look for your own fare to pay for your ticket and all that stuff. So you need to do all that. So that's very, very important. Django Boy next month as from date 10. I don't know. So I look at that. I don't like. I like to look at the website then so that I can talk about something. So kuna kama mtu akona diploma anaweza pata kazi. Yeah, you can get a job as long as you have the right paperwork. Can I apply green card or scholarship from outside Kenya? Yes, you can. You can do that. You can apply through Kenya.
Okay, so now we are almost 1 hour, imebaki
Yes.
1 minute. Nilikuwa nataka I normally like kuwe na 1 hour session.
Yeah. So that's very important.
Kama hii hapo naona you have so much information, na ngoja hiyo green card mkishatangaza the date, I will call you again.
Good.
Ukuje hapa uongee na watu, uongee na Wakenya, at least wote waweze kuingia huko. Guys, as we have already said, hiyo jina unaona hapo yake Charities Bubble USA ni YouTube channel yake. Just subscribe there upate information yenye mnatafuta hapa hivi, na and then next month green card ikishatangazwa, I will be bringing her back akuja awaelezee what is required.
Yeah. I will tell
Meanwhile, kuna some few questions na ningeomba tu jibu, then you do your final remarks.
So what if you have a degree in medical engineering and you'd like to work there? Do I have a job? Or I can come over and start looking for a job. The first thing that I can tell you is just look for a way how you will come here, because you have to come here through the right way. You can come here and change your status. Maybe you came here through a visit. You came here as a visitor, and maybe uende uangukie, maybe upate bibi hapa na ni American citizen, anaweza kukufailia na upate job. Lakini hapa Marekani, it needs you to come with the right paperwork. Any from Kenya, I'm from Kenya Armed Forces. Utakubaliwa green card. So the green card is a lottery, so anybody can win the green card. So like I said, so Rudia, kindly, the website ni travel.state.gov, and like I said, I am going to look at the website when the date is announced. My friend is gonna call me here and I'm gonna explain to you about the application. I see that the questions are so many, and I'm not able to answer all of them in this session, but when you go to Charities Bubble USA, I have talked about the green card from the beginning to the end. There's a lot of information there. When you watch those videos, you get to know a lot, and you still refer to that website so that you can know more about it. So keep those questions coming. Go watch Charities Bubble USA, and you will get the right information, and we can go from there. Yeah.
So huyo ananiambia nataka niwaplanie a session, nipange out the timetable. As long as umesubscribe ama umelike my page, whenever I'm live utaona tu Mutembea ameenda live. So nikienda live kuja hapa utapata information. Yes. Na whenever unaona ni Mutembea kwa hapa, jua tu ni mambo na migration. I am very focused on these things because nataka watu wengi wapate jobs huko nje.
Yeah.
At least mtakuwa mnatukumbuka. We are not in leadership, but tunasaidia mahali tunaweza.
Tunasaidia watu, yeah.
So kuna hii.
So there are some items I wish to buy from US. Can I get farms we can ship in Kenya? Yeah, but there are some people who ship, and there are some individual people who ship, and there are companies who ship. So if you want to contact me, just go to my website, and maybe we can go from there. So thanks very much. God bless you. That is Peter Nganga. Thanks very much. God bless you.
Thank you. Hiyo ndio nataka our last year. Thank you very much. So
yes, thank you for having me.
Now give us your final remarks tumalizie.
So yeah, so my final remarks is anybody can win a green card. Like I said, nilikuwa naishi Kayole, sikuwa najua hii mambo, and right now I'm in the US. I went to school, I am a nurse, and I'm still going back to school next year. So try out the green card. We'll announce the date as soon as it's there. Do not lose hope, even if you have applied so many times, and please look for the right information so that you can pass that thing, because we said winning the green card doesn't mean that you'll get the visa, so you have to do the right thing. So I wish you all the best, and God bless you, and stay safe.
Kuna mtu ameuliza swali nikaona ni kama ya maana sana hapa, nikaona sitaiacha.
Okay, how long does it for one to get full visa upon winning a green card? Now, like I said, we won in May. and we got our visa on the next year in April. So it's a long time. Yeah, it's a long time. Yeah, it depends on the time that your visa is available. Yeah.
Na ukifeel hiyo?
When you fail the green card interview, you wait for the next year and you apply.
Okay, thank you so much Charity.
Thank you.
Definitely nitakuleta once green card imeconfirm the date, ya lazima ukuje hapa ueleze watu. Nataka watu, nataka next year tukuwe na so many green card winners kutoka hapa kwa Mutembei.
Yeah, so I'll send you my link and then you can put it on your website and they can click on it and they can go directly to my website.
Yes.
And thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes, good night. Alaleni vizuri. Sisi hapa kwetu Charity tumemaliza.
Okay, thank you. Bye.